Okay, everybody, here is the Arriflex 16S. It is a 16mm silent motion picture camera, so sound sync has to be done separately. I've spent the last couple months finding all these items on like eBay because I wanted to get into some 16mm filmmaking to see, what it can look like and what are the benefits of it, and just to get kind of like an old-fashioned feel for actual film. I got all these parts from eBay from different places around the United States. This guy came from Ohio. This RE periscope came from the guys over at Visual Products, who still maintain and repair old style film equipment, and they're really, really good about that. I got these lenses. There's a 10mm and a 17 to 70mm zoom. And this actually has a really nice feature. It has a lever zoom, which actually allows for some really smooth pan zooms instead of having a ring. So that's how you get your Tarantino style quick zooms, which are really nice if you want to go for that effect. Let's see, we got the RE periscope, which allows you to actually view from several different angles if you want to. That way you can, if you're above the camera or below the camera, you can get a good angle in. That's what it looks like through the viewfinder. The camera itself is very clean. There is a little bit of buildup inside it's not quite focusing here, I'm trying to get it to. There we go. There's a little bit of dust buildup inside the viewfinder, or I guess it's actually the periscope. But the optics are actually very clean inside the eyepiece that came with the camera. So this usually attaches to this piece directly right here. So if you were to attach this to that, then you would actually get a very clean image. All the dust and buildup is in this periscope. So, but it's actually more beneficial to just go ahead and deal with that, because if you use this camera without it, your head can get in the way of the magazine, so that can be a problem. But with this, it's really nice. You can get here at an angle, and you can really see, a lot easier. I've got the 400-foot magazine with the 8-volt motor, so that's capable of running, up to 35 frames per second on 8 volts. What's nice about this camera is you can upgrade it to run at 12 volts, and that's what this. I have a TCS TM23. Which allows you to run the camera at 12 volts and get up to the full 48 frames per second this camera is capable of running at. But however, this magazine can't do that without an upgrade to 12 volts. But what's nice is I have this thing rigged up to kind of fit a more modern style. You can actually power this from a V-mount battery. What I've done is I've went to Radio Shack and I manufactured with like their spare parts department a cable that connects to the positive and the negative terminal and brings it over to a cable which goes into this V-mount tap. See, we've got different taps for 5 volt, 8 volt, 14, and 12. And what's really nice is you can run it off 8 volts if you want to do the standard 24, but if you want to get that extra frames per second, you can hop right over to the 12 volt, which has already been tapped for you. And that will give you everything you need in order to go full 48 frames per second slow motion. That's if you do the conversion on the magazine. So it's really nice. It'll run off a V-mount all day. You don't have to worry about batteries because that one battery will power it. It doesn't pull a lot of amps. So yeah, that is this RE16S. Other thing to note is I was able to get most everything in excellent condition. If you take a good look, you can see that this RES is in impeccable condition. There's barely a scratch on it. That's really, really nice. There's a little bit of wear and tear on the motor, but the magazine itself is in fairly the same shape. There's a little bit of wear and tear on that, and the periscope itself has some wear and tear. But the camera does work. I used it on a music video shoot recently, and I'm actually waiting on my first roll of film to come back from it to see kind of what it looks like. But yeah, it's a very, very nice setup. I have it on a modern rail system, so it can have accessories. You can put a matte box on it if you get longer rods that extend out, and then you can get some filters, and you can even go one step further. But yeah, there it is. It's very pretty.